You were an attorney during the Watergate proceedings.
Right.
So
I not only was an attorney, I wrote the memorandum on what constitutes grounds for impeachment and removal of a president for the House Judiciary Committee.
Which implies you know a little something about the way this process works.
Right.
So what's different this time around?
And Nixon had a sense of shame and a sense of history.
Which Trump does not.
Neither of those does Mr. Trump possess. And I testified in the Senate on the Clinton impeachment as a defense witness. Sex is not an impeachable offense, I said. It's got to involve the office in some serious fashion, and that's why we want to remove people from office. So it went back and forth, and there were arguments made, but at the end of the day, it wound up 50-50 in the Senate. So there was some crossover there.
In the Me Too era, with an intern that is working for the government, for the White House, today's era, you feel comfortable making that statement again?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have a Me Too matter in my
I'm not
past,
suggesting that, no, at all.
Just for your information.
No. I'm actually just suggesting that it's that I think that's a much more controversial claim to make in today's environment.
Well, the question is, for what do you remove a president? It's not personal conduct. It's interference with the scheme of government contemplated by the Constitution, and he's certainly doing that. No one has ever argued before that Congress has no power to oversee or to investigate the executive branch. No one. Certainly not Nixon on his worst day.
Right.
He hung out there and wouldn't hand over the tapes as long as he could. But then when, the Supreme Court, the ultimate arbiter of what the rule of law requires, said the president is not above the law, he complied immediately.
That's hard to imagine that the present president would do that.
Oh, he's not going to do anything willingly. He's going to make it as miserable for everybody else as he possibly can, because my judgment, at least, he doesn't care about anybody else. All he cares about is himself, his own comfort, his own advancement, the fact that people praise him all the time. He needs that. He's driven by demons. The poor guy, I think he's got a lot of fear and anger pushing him forward at all times. And
so you're saying you feel a lot of empathy for President Trump. This is what I'm hearing.
Well, I think it's fair to say that he had absolutely no preparation for the job he has now. And it shows.